Hi friends, it's Julie Golding-Page, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, Canada, along the tidal Scudig or St. Croix River, the traditional territory of the Passamaquoddy, and I'm grateful that they share this beautiful place with us. Today I have a very easy fall card for you. Right after Thanksgiving, when the colors are beautiful, I have a card featuring all those lovely colors. So let's get right to our project and see where we go from here. All right, so this is the picture of, or this is the picture, I'm seeing it through my phone, so it's a picture for me. This is the card we're going to do today, and it says, "Grateful it's finally autumn." And so I'm going to show you that it's using the More Than Autumn stamp set. This is my very favorite fall stamp set. You can see that it's got coffee and some foam or whipped cream. It's got marshmallows to turn this into hot chocolate. It's got donuts, it's got candy canes for Christmas time, it's got the pumpkin here, it's got an apple, a gingerbread person, and pie. So what's not to love about that? And all these wonderful words that we have as well. So today we're just going to be selecting some of these words to use. And right now also, the accompanying dies are on the last chance sale, which means that they're on their way out to be retired. This is what they look like. So you get some words, and you also get cutouts for all of those nice stamps as well. So these are a really nice set of dies as well, and they're available while supplies last, then they're retiring. All right, so let's get right to our stamping. And I should say that if you're busy looking at the Stampin' Up! Website this week and you're thinking of purchasing some things and you live in Canada, you may want to join my BOGO. I have a BOGO where you go and choose to shop with me online on my Stampin' Up! Website, and then you get to choose an equivalent value of products to whatever you buy on the Stampin' Up! Website from my retired stash. So you buy new products on the website and you choose retired products for free that I have on offer in my private Facebook group. So if you'd like to do that, there's a link here. You can just click through to that and it'll take you straight there, and you can have a look at all my BOGO items as well. It's just for this week. So let's take our stamps out. Let's have Grateful It's Finally, and we'll use fall or autumn. I think I'll use autumn because, whoops, it tends to fit a little nicer here, and I like the sound of it as well. So here's autumn. And Grateful It's Finally. Okay, there it is. So let's take that out. And I like to take these longer stamps and put them so I can read them. So you can see I can read autumn there. And then just pick them up with my block. It helps me to get them right in the center of the block so I get even pressure. And then they don't kind of go on crooked or arcing or anything like that. So I like to do it that way. Here's another one. We'll just put it down there, and I'll pick it up so I won't make kind of an arc or make it kind of sideways on the way by there. So Grateful It's Finally, and then autumn. So we're going to stamp with Cherry Cobbler today. It's a super simple stamping project. This is all we're going to stamp, just these words. So I like to use Cherry Cobbler because typically it's more of a Christmas color or a holiday color, and I'm really happy that I get to use it today because it can go for fall as well. All right, so let's do that. Okay, and I'll lift that up to show you how nicely that stamps. So it makes a really nice bold image, and I like the font as well. And if you're finding that you are wanting all the things, you need them for your Christmas crafting or whatever, there is a super duper joining offer on right now. You do not have to sell. It's available anywhere in Canada, and I'd love to have you join my happy little team that we have. We just have, I think, 8 of us right now, and we have a really nice time together. We meet once a month online. That's all optional. But the joining deal is pay $48 and get to select $165 worth of whatever you want from the Stampin' Up! Website. That gets you membership with Stampin' Up! All the way through the end of April next year. And you also will get 20% off minimum on your future orders during the time of your membership. So it's the least expensive joining offer I've ever seen them do. And so it's a super good deal. And I'm just advising my customers to take a really good look at this because it's such a great way to get a lot of freebies. And you get a free past paper pumpkin kit with it as well. So that's extra on top of everything else. So this is a sheet of cherry cobbler cardstock, and this is the modern ovals punch. So I'm going to take that, turn it over so you can see it. I always do that when I punch something out, and I'll just show you this again in case that wasn't clear on the camera. So it has a little button here. You can see it's all flat. When I press that forward, it opens it. Then you insert it through kind of the shorter end here, and you position it so you can see it. A lot of people are tempted to punch this way, but this is the better way to punch because then you can see it and you know exactly what you're getting. So there you go. So that is our modern oval punch. So it's really great if you just want a very simple shape to make kind of a label for your card, and then you can stamp words on it. It's really good for that. Today we're going to use it as a decorative element on our card. So you can also use it for that. All right, so let's go here. Oh, and if you're interested in joining my BOGO online, it's on until the end of this coming Sunday, the 19th. Just request to join my private BOGO group here on Facebook. And I will go in later and approve any new folks who have come. And as long as you have an address in Canada, you're eligible to join. And we're also playing some games to do with Thanksgiving, fall in general, and Halloween. So we're having lots of fun as well. And you can get a chance to win some Happy Mail when you're participating as well. So I've got these panels. This cardstock is also cherry cobbler. I'm getting a little bit of a weird reflection here. Sorry for that. So this is cherry cobbler, and we're going to take a basic white panel that is 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and we are going to adhere that right inside our card, just so it has something to write on, because I find oftentimes people have a really hard time reading a pen that writes on a red piece of paper or something dark. So I like to put a white piece inside just so it's very clear and people can see it better. Then I have this basic white cardstock panel. Like everything else, it comes from Stampin' Up. I almost always use exclusively Stampin' Up items unless it's something they don't make, like a certain kind of paper punch or something. And I'll always tell you that. But in general, it's all Stampin' Up stuff like this. This one is 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And then I have this beautiful paper, which is from the Splendid Autumn Designer Series paper. And on the back, it has this beautiful yellow as well. And I'll show you some other patterns from this paper. Look at these. Aren't they lovely? They're all to do with fall. All kinds of different views. Some are brightly colored leaves. Some are more late summer kinds of pictures, like these ones. Some have colors toward the purple end of the spectrum. Some are more harvesty, like that one, kind of like a canola field almost. And then some flowers, all beautiful, and some hay bales there. And then on the back, you have these monochromatic ones that you can pair with your pictures. And these all kind of look like wood grain in a way. So it's a beautiful pack. Again, it's called Splendid Autumn. If you want to see more about that, just click through where it says Learn More right here in this post. It'll take you to my blog post that I made today about this card, and it has the full supply list. And I have to say, it's a really short supply list. I wanted this to be a super simple card. I want it to be so that anybody can make this card. You don't have to have crafting experience. You don't need a lot of equipment. And it's just a really beautiful card without a whole lot of effort, and you don't have to have any special skills. So you can see here I used a different picture than the last one. This is another pattern out of that Splendid Autumn paper, but this one's a little different. And the dimensions here are 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So I'm going to turn it over and take my Stampin' dimensionals that I also get from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to put those on the back. And just because I like to make my cards so they can be mailed, I'm going to put a little of this foam adhesive in the middle, so it'll pop up the middle as well. You can see that they're kind of popped up there. And that way the machines through Canada Post won't push it down in the middle and make it kind of saggy in the middle. We don't want that. And just to show you here too, with these dimensionals, you can cut all the pieces along the edges as well as the little hexagons, because they all stick just as much as the hexagons do. So I like to get my money's worth out of my adhesives there. All right, let's take all these little things off. All right, so that works. Let's put this on. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it to center. All right. And then I like to position everything before I actually stick anything down. So I'm just gonna put this on here, and I'm gonna put some dimensionals on the back here. And since this is such a short piece, these little bits on the end actually fit it better than those hexagons anyway. So, oh, actually, I think I'm going to put it on this one instead. And I'm just going to glue that one on. All right, so let's do that. So we'll layer them up. Let's see what we can do here. I'm just going to position them. You could do this any way you wanted. You wouldn't have to pop them up if you don't want to. You could make them all flat. You could make this piece the flat one and that one pop up. It makes no difference at all. So that looks pretty good. So I think we can go ahead and stick this one down. So I'm just using my Stampin' Up Stampin' Seal. It's a tape glue. I like it a lot because I find it doesn't dry out like a lot of other ones I've tried. And I have tried a lot of them over the years. This one we'll just take the backing off. So this is like super simple. Anybody can make this card. All right, and then we're going to flip those over and we're going to put more dimensionals on the back. Pop that up just a little bit more on the card and add some extra dimension and texture here. Use all these little bitty pieces that would otherwise be thrown away. And we can adhere all of this to the card. Okay, so let's see where we want that. So you could put it at the top too, if you'd rather have it at the top than at the bottom. I think I'll go with the bottom again, just because there's this tree trunk part down here. And I want to keep all the leaves so you can see them. So let's put that on, just anywhere we like here. Okay, there we are. And one more little touch, you can see I've got a little bit of a shine here with these dots. These are called the low profile dots. So here they are, and they are on the last chance sale right now as well. So as soon as they're out of stock, they'll be gone forever, they'll be retired. But for now, they are on sale. So it's a really good chance to get something extremely nice for less, because they've got these little gold ones. I'll show you a little bit more about them here in just a minute. And these little gold ones have such a nice shine. Look at that. And then they've got these as well. I believe these are petal pink. So they're kind of a peachy pink color. So really nice shine on those as well, and good for all kinds of projects too. So as easy as that, look, we've got our card all done with a little bit of bling on it. You could add more if you wanted, or you wouldn't need it at all if you didn't want to have it. I think that the picture is so beautiful in this paper, Splendid Autumn, that it carries the whole thing anyway. So thank you very much for watching my video today. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful season. If you'd like to join my BOGO and you have an address here in Canada, please click through. I'd love to have you join. There's lots of stuff left. I have more than 200 items up for grabs. And if you'd like to join my team for the $48 deal, I would love to meet you as well. And there's a link here for that as well. So thanks again, and I will see you next time. Bye for now, friends.